On my screen right now is a trading account dashboard showing $25,000 made in the month of August. Don't believe me? Here's me accessing my account on Webull to show that it's real. Now, I didn't make this money through some secret trading hack or some magical indicator that predicts the future. I made it by trading the right way, a way that's repeatable, profitable, and something that anyone can learn. In this video, I'm gonna be showing you exactly how I did it, covering everything from my strategy, trade setups, risk management, daily routine, and mindset. By the end, you'll have the blueprint to potentially do the same one day, whether you're a beginner trader or an experienced trader looking to level up. All right, so let's dive into how I made $25,000 in the month of August. First things first, my strategy isn't about gambling or making wild bets. I trade the strat that was created by Rob Smith, a strategy that demonstrates and quantifies the objective nature of price action. Now, I take trades based off specific the strat combos on different time frames. Inside bar breakouts, 3-2 continuations or 3-2 reversals, potential outside candles, and of course my favorite, the 1-3-2 up or the 1-3-2 down. Now, believe it or not, the first trade of the month was actually a swing trade from the month prior that I had to close for a negative 36% loss. But the next day, I was able to make over $3,000 on a Pepsi trade. Cool part about this trade, I was actually on vacation in Puerto Rico with my business partner when I cashed out on this trade. Making money while on vacation, right? One of the best things about trading. Now, why did I take this trade? I took this trade based off the 1-3 setup that was presented on the 3-week. Now, for those of you that watch the most powerful actionable signal in trading, you know that the 1-3-2 is my favorite setup, whether that's the 1-3-2 up or the 1-3-2 down. In this case for Pepsi, we had a potential 1-3-2 up on the 3-week chart into a potential gap fill play. Now, why do I like this setup? Well, in most cases, you get a nice move or an explosive move when they pick a direction, whether that's a 2 up or a 2 down candle. And in this case for Pepsi, you can see we got the 1-3-2 up on the 3-week, and we were able to get over 100% on this swing trade. Now, how do I manage risk? Well, remember that I am a swing trader and majority of my entries are based off of higher time frame setups. This means that a lot of trades may not work out or go in force immediately. They're going to take some time to cook and play out. Let's take a look at our next example of a trade that took quite some time to play out. I mean, it really wasn't that long. It was only 2 weeks. For those of you that have been following the channel, you know about our trade of the year, which was a McDonald's trade that we took last month as a team. Now, this was a potential outside quarter setup. We had a fail to down on the quarterly time frame, and we were now above 50% of the previous month. So we were setting up for a potential outside quarter. And if you had looked at the monthly chart, we were setting up to possibly trigger a 1-3-2 up for the month of August. Notice that this fits 2 of our criteria, the potential 1-3-2 up and the potential outside quarter. If McDonald's triggered a 1-3-2 up and it went to its target, it had the potential to go outside quarter. If we fast forward in time, you can see we triggered our 1-3-2 up and McDonald's actually was able to get to that outside quarter target. Now, at the time, I thought it would take some time to play out, which is a reason why I bought an extra month on the contract. And man, did it take some time. The team and I had to deal with drawdown for about 9 days before the trade ended up being in our favor. Just yesterday, a member was able to make over 1,000% on this swing trade. Now, it wasn't that we just bought a bunch of contracts in the beginning and just held the entire way. No, that's not how risk management works with swing trading. We scaled into the position when it hit support a few times, and we scaled in one last time when it gave us the reversal signal that it was about to make the next leg up. Now, in order to scale properly, you have to start out small, not putting too much capital into a trade in the beginning, just in case you have to average down later on. Now, some traders don't believe in averaging down. However, when trading options, the perfect entry does not exist. Options contracts are affected by options Greeks, which are constantly changing. You can literally catch the bottom of a reversal candle and bottom tick the entry, but if the underlying doesn't move for a day, your option contract loses value just because of theta. So yeah, nice dip buy, right? Now remember the 4 types of setups that I look for. Inside bar breakouts, 3-2 continuations or 3-2 reversals, potential outside candle setups, and the 1-3-2, whether it's a 1-3-2 up or a 1-3-2 down. Now, while I was in the McDonald's swing, I was able to profit over $2,500 on a UPS put swing. UPS had a potential 3-2 continuation on the monthly chart into a gap fill. If we forwarded the time, you can see that we got to our target. We got the 3-2 down on the month. The next 3-2 setup trade that I took was Costco on the 3-day. Costco had an outside candle on a 3-day chart that was green, following 4 red candles to the downside. For those of you that trade in the group, you guys know about the candle color reversal pattern. Since this candle closed green, we were looking for a potential 3-2 up to the upside from the broadening formation lows. Not only did COS trigger the candle color reversal and give us that 3-2 up, it continued to ran for an additional 2 weeks. It was once a $3,000 gain turned into a $10,000 gain in total. Don't believe me? Here are the screenshots. Now, it was around this time that the team and I noticed that the markets looked like they were possibly setting up for a reversal back to the upside. And this was following the August 5th dip when we heard about the Japan and the yen carry trade news. We looked at ES, NQ, DIA on their 4-day candles, and we noticed that some had hammers and some had strat combos for the upside. For example, if you look at DIA was setting up for a potential 322 reversal back to the upside. At this point, it looked like the markets were setting up to take out all-time highs. And once these setups triggered, it was pretty much buy everything. I mean, you guys saw how August was. It was crazy. Since DIA was my focus for the remainder of the month, I wanted that 322 reversal back to the upside to take out its target. And you could see not only did we take out our target, DIA climbed up even more. We looked at setups in XLF, the financial sector, XLI, the industrial sector, XLV, the healthcare sector, to see which one of these sectors, if not all, would catch the sympathy right up. After all, we know that majority of Dow's tickers are within these sectors. MasterCard was giving a phenomenal setup on the month. We had a 1-3 setup setting up for a possible 1-3-2 up that could potentially trigger its outside quarter, which happens to fit 2 of the criteria that we talked about when it comes to trade setups: the 1-3 setup and the potential outside candle on the quarterly time frame. We sat in this trade for about 2 weeks before it finally went to target, and I was able to profit over $1,500 on this trade, and this team was able to profit over 100% on this trade. Another top holding in the Dow is Home Depot. I took this trade based off the inside 3-week and the potential 3-2 up on the weekly chart. We also had a candle color reversal setting up on the weekly chart as well. We got the 3-2 up on the week, and not only did it go to target, it went above the target, and I was able to profit over $3,000 on this trade. Now, I will be honest, there were a couple of trades that didn't fit the trade setups or the criteria that I mentioned, but these setups were too fire to pass up on. Both Netflix and Adobe had potential candle color reversal setups on the 5-day and the weekly chart respectively, after holding a market structure shift as support. In the case of Adobe, we had a green inside bar following 3 red candles to the downside, setting up for a potential 3-1-2 up. Now, for those of you that watched the 3-1-2 see you later video, this was the reason for entry. And we got that 3-1-2 see you later on the 5-day, and this swing netted over $1,700 in profits. Next was Netflix, that also had a potential candle color reversal pattern to the upside. You can see we had 4 red candles to the downside, then we got our first green candle right at OTE. We were setting up for a potential 2 down, 2 up reversal, and they didn't just go to the first target. Netflix continued to run for an additional 3 weeks, and I was able to make an additional $1,000 on this trade. Tesla was another setup that also had a potential candle color reversal pattern on the 5-day, paired with a 3-1 setup with a gap fill to the upside. After seeing that it was holding its market structure shift, I was looking for the potential 3-1-2. Not only did we get the 3-1-2, we got the 3-1-2 see you later, and we were able to tap into the gap, which netted over $3,000 in profits. So far, 1-3-2s and 3-1-2s. Starting to get the picture? Now, for those of you that know me, you know that one of my favorite tickers to trade is CAT, or what I like to call Catherine. Now, CAT pays extremely well when you take an actionable signal or a strat combo off of a higher time frame and allow it to get to its higher time frame target. CAT was presenting us with a 2-1 setup on the 2-week, which could either trigger a 2-1-2 up or a 2-1-2 down. Given the fact that we were hammering off of a trend line and time frame continuity was pointing up besides the quarter, I had a bullish bias, and we were just waiting for the 2-1-2 up to trigger. We entered CAT on the 21st of August, and it triggered the 2-1-2 on the 2-week chart. We were able to trim at our first target, and we swung this to the 29th of August, and it netted us over $3,000 in profit. Now, did every trade throughout the month go in my favor? No, of course not. I mean, I took a DVN loss, I took a Visa loss, I took Netflix and cost hedges to the downside just for those to turn out to be a loss. I mean, I could have took a loss on the McDonald's swing trade when we were in drawdown. You have to understand that not every swing trade is going to work out in your favor, but the goal is to be profitable over time. I waited for my setup rather than jumping in every single opportunity. Now, these setups work on every single time frame. It doesn't matter if it's a 3-2 up on the 3-day, the 5-day, the 5-week. Just remember that whatever time frame the strat combo or the actionable signal appears on, that's the time frame participant that you want to trade alongside with. I think where most traders go wrong is that they overcomplicate their charts with so many different indicators. My approach, keep it simple. I trade the strat. I trade the strat combos paired with actionable signals that let me know when to enter a trade. And I also use that with a few market structure concepts. Understand price action, understand market structure. That's it. Master these and you're going to be ahead of 90% of traders. Success in trading isn't just what you do when the market's open. It's about your entire routine. Every single day I chart setups for the next day. Every single day I chart the sectors to see which sectors institutions will be rotating their money into. Every single day, I chart the new time frame candle openings to see which participants can potentially be in control that day. This is every single day, not a single day gets missed. After market close, I review my trades for the day and I journal them. Consistency is key, and routine helps me stay disciplined and focused. Finally, let's talk about mindset. This is what separates pros from the amateurs. I track not just my trades, but also my emotions. What did I do wrong? Did I trade my plan? Did I let FOMO drive my decision making? Remember that it's not about being 100% right all the time, it's about being profitable over time. So that's exactly how I made $25,000 in the month of August. Now, you can take everything that I said and you could potentially get the similar results, but let's be real, there's going to be challenges along the way. Trading isn't just about knowing what to do. It's about having a routine, taking the same setups, repeating the same processes, taking losses, and learning from them. And I think that's where many traders struggle. But that's why I want to offer you a shortcut, a way to potentially accelerate your trading journey and potentially avoid those costly mistakes. Now, if you click the first link in the description, where you get access to live trading, premium alerts, 8x Trades University, a dope community that is going to keep you accountable and help you learn how to trade the right way. I've helped hundreds of people make tens of thousands of dollars in the market, and now it's your opportunity to learn and grow. Now, I want you to know that this isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. You have to put in the work, you have to put in the time, and you have to put in the discipline. If you're ready to jumpstart your trading journey, click that link now, join our community, and let's start trading today. Remember to like this video if you found it valuable, subscribe for more trading insights, and I'll see you in the next video or in our trading group. You guys have a good one.